Well, hopefully the audio won't sound too bad. I'm a little bit further away from the Rode Micro shotgun than I'd normally be. That's because I'm still on the 24mm, so I need to be slightly further away from the lens on that. By the way, I was just getting this out. I'm still shooting this in log. I do try to shoot in log if I can, because I'm an affected idiot that feels that it's the professional way to be. So I do try to do it in log whenever, and also the colour is nicer. If you could see how dark it is in here though, because I'm shooting at f-stop 2, this goes down to 1.4. 1.4 is overexposed. I've got one light bouncing off the ceiling, and that's it. That's all that's in here at the moment. Blackout curtains are drawn because it's too bright with those open. And if you're wondering how I go about setting it up, it's not Robson Heath at all, actually, but I'll show you. I have a grey card on a 12 or 18-inch ruler, and I just literally set that in front of the camera. I then set false colour onto that, make sure I've got the green zebras on it, so I know the exposure is spot on. And after that, I then use that to set the white balance on as well, which is how I go about setting my videos on this Canon R50V using C-Log 3. There you go. A cheap little Amazon grey card is my face, basically. And if that's correct, then I know that the colour's going to be okay. So today, it's later than I thought doing this, just before 7 o'clock. I'm going to get out of here soon. I've got to make a call to somebody else about a design job after this, but I thought I'd record this, get this uploading now, and then I can get on my toes, because I hear there's a bottle of Chianti waiting for me. So today I kind of muff things up for myself, basically. There was quite a lot of heavy swearing going on this morning, so I finally heard back from the woman that I'm dealing with for the agency for the Dr. Phone app. Totally my fault. I misread the email on the part of the app she wanted me to focus on. I focused on recovery, data recovery. She wanted me to focus on screen unlock and iCloud activation unlock. Totally my fault. I also made a whole video, edited, sent her the video to read. She didn't want that. She wanted script approval. So it's totally my fault. I screwed my own day up. I was a complete and utter idiot. So then today I had to spin that one off. I'm going to suggest to make, it might be a total waste of time, because we might be able to use it later in the year. She knows there's a good video sitting there waiting to be used. So I'm going to keep it in the archives, and if we're lucky, that might get used later in the year. But anyway, I then had to write a script out. I've now sent her a script approval for the iCloud activation type of video, which, going by what it says in Ulysses, it says it's about 5 minutes long. And looking at the word count, I know the other script, which was about 1,200 or 1,000 words, was about 6 minutes in length. So it's around about the right word count. So I'm pretty sure I've got a 5-minute video there, and I can always slow the delivery down a bit. So then I was doing screen. Luckily, I had an old iPhone 7 here, and I have unlocked it. It actually does work. It was my mum's. It felt a bit weird doing that to my mum's old iPhone, but it's been sitting here. It kind of needs must, not being callous or anything. Think the world of my late mum. But anyway, I used that, and it got past the lock screen really easily, and it got rid of the iCloud activation as well. And I remember to do recordings on the iPhone, holding the iPhone 7 on the desk as it was doing things. I've got some nice B-roll. I was also screen recording on the Mac as it was doing things. It's a very long session because it took a bit of time, but I will be able to go through that, find some nice B-roll to lay over it. And I'm glad I had the fourth. It's because I've done this enough times now. I kind of know what I need. So I'm pretty certain. I've sent her the script now. I'm in London on Thursday, which I'll get to in a minute. So hopefully on Thursday, during Thursday, she'll read the script, come back with any adjustments or amendments she wants to it, and then I can record the new video for her, hopefully on Friday. And then hopefully that can go up next week. Reflex are happy, although the video's not done well. It's picked up some views during the day. It's almost about 500 views now. I was really happy with it. And there's another photographer, Mark McGee. Did I mention him yesterday? I knew he'd be on the Reflex roster, and he was. And I watched his video. It made me smile. We were exactly the same places: HMS Belfast, the Shard, More London, Tower of London, Tower Bridge, and also a place near me called Mercedes-Benz World. He's obviously lives and works somewhere near me, and and I could spot he was at Waterloo because I saw the Kentucky Fried Chicken opposite Waterloo. Never eaten there. Now, I've eaten at some nice restaurants. This isn't a flex at all. Hear me out. I can order off a menu. Going into Kentucky completely freaks me out. I can never make their menus out, and yet I love Kentucky. Me and my dad, we went through a spell of playing snooker at Uxbridge Snooker Club every weekend, and we used to come out, and next door to it was a Kentucky Fried Chicken. We used to get chicken, chips and corn. That was our regular. And there was one time he came round to me when I was married to wife one many, many, many years ago. And I said, we're going to do corn on the cob. But there was a Kentucky just around the corner from where we were living. So I went round, got corn, and he said, oh, this is just like the stuff from Kentucky Fried Chicken. To his parting day, I never told him the truth. I know. I'm a bad son. Anyway, I have dropped Mark McGee, who's a very, very good. His video was slightly better than mine, and I was worried it was going to be a lot better than mine. But in all honesty, watching it back, I was okay. I was fairly happy with mine. Reflex are happy. They said they're going to pay me tomorrow. They're good payers anyway. That's not the end of the world. And I know they've been busy with their launch. And then I said to them, are you going to any other shows? Because I've got these 2 shows coming up. I think I've got 3 events in May. I've got another honour event to attend at Canary Wharf, Canada Water in Canary Wharf. I've got the TV show to attend and the London podcast show to attend. So I just said, are you going to any other shows this year? And they said, possibly IFA. In Berlin, which I've already got a reminder in my calendar to try and apply for a press pass. I tried early in the year and it was too early, so I put one in for I think 1st of June or something to apply for a press pass. And they said they're going to IFA. And I said, well, if you can work out a way of covering some of my costs to get to IFA, I would love to come and cover it for you. So I gave them a link. I said, look, ESR did exactly that with me for CES. I linked that video so they can kind of see that I did that sit down with their product developer. Be interesting to see if anything comes of that, because I was looking to try and get some sort of sponsors to get me over to IFA, and if Reflex are there, they know me, they know the kind of work I do, and I do work seriously hard for all of my sponsors. So fingers crossed that might come off. Main thing is they're happy, and we at least open up a dialogue and a conversation about IFA. Also, this is now my main SD card back in it. I got a Sony SD card, an Ultra I think it was, when I bought the camera from the camera guys that I got this from. I didn't dare format it all week because all of the footage for that last week's video was on here, and it was full. Remember I was getting a flashing red light at the beginning of the week? I couldn't work out why. It's because the card was full. I didn't want to dare, even though I knew I had it all on the Mac, all in archives, all on 3 different drives, I knew it was there, I didn't want to risk formatting it. So I've now reformatted it. I've got an empty card, and I'll reformat it before I go out tomorrow. And there's one other interesting one. A AR glass company got in touch with me this week. I think about £1,100, £1,200 glasses. They're reasonable glasses by looks. Never used it. I've only been for trial for the Vision Pro. I've never used AR glasses. So I sent my rate card because basically I have a paragraph saved down which is stored in a smart folder on my Mac, and I can just within seconds copy and paste the standard paragraph and attach my rate card, send it off. Didn't think anything of it. They came back and said it was a little bit more than we've got for our budget, but they came back with a fair price actually, which will be one of the best played videos I've done this year. So I said, yep, I'm happy to do that. So I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I think I've got a feeling that could well happen. Luckily, the exercise bike one has died in the water, which I'm pretty chuffed about because I didn't want to do it. It would have been a car crash, and equally, I don't know where to put the bike. The glasses, I've said, look, if you're happy with this, here's my mailing address, send me the glasses, we'll get it done in May. Happy days. So we've got, hopefully, Reflex due to pay. Hopefully, now I've done the right video for Dr. Phone, that's another payer. And then this one, the AR glasses, that will pay as much for that one video as these 2 have paid for those 2 videos. So that's all right, you know, things, if these all come off, well, I mean, Dr. Phone will come off. It's just me doing my job right. Which apparently I was completely unable to do the first time round. Reflex are happy, that's a done. So if this other AR glass company comes off, and then I've got Ugreen somewhere down the line bubbling away, a case I got in touch with yesterday, they didn't think I had an M5 Max. I said, yeah, I haven't got a Thunderbolt 5 Max. I said, yeah, I've got the M4 Pro Mac Mini, that's Thunderbolt 5, because they've got a new, something starting on Kickstarter for them. So they're all bubbling along quite nicely. Writing's gone in today. Mac O'Clock have just published it, so that's everywhere now. And I saw that the guys from Espresso Displays read it, actually. It's quite a good little read. You can go and read it on my website if you want, for free. Just about basically not doing clickbait stuff. And just when something good happens, actually say it's good. So everything's kind of tied off here now. I'm going to get this uploaded, and then tomorrow is a London day. So I've spent a load of time going through the tech spec sheets for this phone I've got, the Android that I've got. I didn't watch it. Well, I watched a couple of videos very briefly yesterday, but I didn't get all the way through them. And in the end, I've gone off the tech spec sheets, not my own gut instinct. So I've now looked out some nice locations. I've got about 6 or 7 shots all around St Paul's I'm going tomorrow, all fairly close to one another, and all will be nice locations to shoot this video for Honor as well. So what I've done, I've got all my locations on Apple Notes. I've got all my locations made out. I can probably show you actually. if I go to my notes on here, it might not be particularly clear on the screen, but hold on, it's just updating. Do bear with. Here we go. So I've got literally, it's not going to focus. No, not focusing. There we go. You can kind of see it there. So I've literally got a whole load of photo ops on there with Google Maps links of where to go, and then right down the bottom, that's all my points for the video. So yeah, you can kind of see. Anyway, so I now know kind of what I want to talk about. I have been playing with some of their AI tools. I won't ever use them, but they are actually fairly impressive if you like kind of gimmicky AI tools. But I'll be making, so tomorrow I am going to do what a lesson I learned last week. I'm going to make sure I get the paid job done. But each of the photo locations I've looked at, they double up. I can do a photo, and they're all very close to one another. I should be able to walk to all of them within 10, 15 minutes of one another. And there is one rooftop terrace as well, which I think I went on last summer for the first time. But a rooftop terrace is always a nice scene. So I'm just working out what I need to take with me. Clearly the Canon, the kit lens, and I have got a 50mm prime as well. So I think I'm taking that. I might take a couple of the reflex lenses as well. So that's going to kind of be my setup, I think, for tomorrow. I think I'll need to take the iPhone Air as well, because I need to show, there's an app you can put on here, Honor Connect, which is actually very easy to share files from iPhone to the Honor phone. So I need to have those two side by side. Sometimes product photography, I struggle, it's not camera, it's me. I struggle sometimes with the Canon. So I'm going to take the iPhone Air with me as another camera in case I need to kind of do a topish, downish. And I've got some, well, you saw what's in the camera bag, so you know what's in the camera bag. So all of that stuff's going to be with me. I'm going to try and make it as light as possible. I'm going to take the gimbal with me as well. That's just charging at the moment. And I've got a briefcase handle. Let me show you. Hold on. So the gimbal was charging up, and I've got this briefcase handle on it, which actually makes it very solid to hold. So it makes it even more solid when you're walking to get a good, a nice smooth. But I mean, I think the gimbal work I did last week on that video, there was a tiny bit of movement, but I think that kind of worked for the video that it was. I can see I've run long. I've rambled on for 12 minutes. You must be getting bored of me. Jay, I'm glad you're enjoying the video so much. Thank you very much. And all of you, it is Steve. It is a lovely community here. I know, as you said, yeah, it's small. It will grow. I'm tenacious. You know, if I keep plugging away at this and you keep watching it, it will grow. And more importantly, today it's a classic example. You know, I'm kind of done, but I knew I had to get this done. Tomorrow's vlog will clearly be from London. So I don't know what time I'll get it up. It might be when I get back from London. So if it's late tomorrow, you know why. But anyway, yeah, I love doing these. I love chatting with you. So, right, I need to talk to this other guy about this design job, get this uploaded, and then go and find if that bottle of Chianti is indeed calling my name. I will speak to you tomorrow from London. See ya.